Good afternoon, everyone. This is Naveen Manjunath, Location Campus Lead, and I take care of engineering hiring for Andhra Pradesh and Telangana region for Wipro. All of us at Wipro welcomes you for this orientation session and thanks for joining. Our congratulations to you. You have chosen to join Wipro's exclusive upgrade program. We wish happy Women's Day to all the wonderful ladies here. At Wipro, we break the bias, we build bold tomorrow, and we promote equality, and we have 36% of women employees working with us. All of us together will make a difference. Today we are delighted to share important updates on Wipro's exclusive Velocity program. I am curious and hope all of you are excited to know more. With me, I have leaders from Wipro, Bhavesh Patel, who is Wipro campus head, Lavanam Ambala, national campus head, and Rana Chakravarti, Velocity program director. Also, we have all the region leads and location campus leads on this call. Without taking much time, I request Bhavesh to take the session ahead. Thank you.
Thanks, Naveen, and thank you all for joining in. We have quite a sizable audience, and Velocity as a program, we've kind of already launched close to about 2 weeks back. So this is the phase 2 of our Velocity program when we are looking at all of you to come join and kind of go through this experience. While some of you would already be aware of what Velocity is all about, I think it was important for us to address each one of you, run you through the details of this program, showcase the benefits of what it can do to give you a jump start to your career, not just in terms of your ability, your skills, but also with respect to your compensation that you get from us. So, so without taking any further time, I think the way we want to structure this is we will have Rana and Lavnam walk you through the details of what Velocity is about. How have you been chosen to be a part of this elite list? And also take a lot of questions from you, and please be transparent, please be open to ask as many questions as possible, because that will help you and us to be able to take this program forward. So with that, I request Lavnam to kind of take this forward.
Thanks, Bhavesh, for opening the session, and thanks everyone for joining. And I wish you all a very happy International Women's Day. And as we celebrate Women's Day at Wipro, we promote equal opportunity and we promote break the bias. So as you are all part of the phase 2 velocity, by this time you're already aware about this program through your friends and classmates who were part of first session of our velocity, where more than a good number of people have actually got enrolled. They're already been put into the training in order to progress and in order to upgrade their uh, their position from elite to turbo, which is again our fast track upgrade program, where you will be positioned at uh, next band and at a salary package of 6.5. So with this, I would walk you through you know some of the important things that you must know while you are all enrolling for velocity upgrade program. You are all in your 8th semester, and you all will be soon starting your career with Wipro. And I'm sure that you can leverage this opportunity to learn more and get certified on some of the uh, new age technologies, which would not only help progressing your career, also in terms of your knowledge and become domain experts with the certifications. Next slide. Next slide. So with on what basis, most of the students started asking on what basis you shortlist the students. It is purely based on your performance in the online test that you have attended, during our recruitment process. And the elites among the elite students, the top-notch students have been shortlisted, and we have rolled out the survey to all of you, and you have confirmed that your availability and interest towards pursuing this program. So that's how we have shortlisted the people, and after that, what happens, we will put you through a specific certification program, coming, leveraging our academic partners and our training partners who would help you learn these technologies and get certified in the specific domain so that you will be positioned at a turbo level. Next slide. So what is it in for me? So definitely you will end up working on some of the niche domains and new edge technologies, and you will upgrade your package from 3.5 to 6.5, and you will straight away position that B1 band, which elite students will take 1 year to reach that position, and you will be given the training and the certification that is fully sponsored by Wipro, where Wipro pay the fee to the our training partners in order to get you certified and trained. Next slide. So I would stop here. I would request Rana to take over and walk you through on the entire learning process and the training process. She is the project director. So I would request Rana to take over and walk you through on this process. Thank you. Rana, over to you.
Yeah, thanks, Lamnam. Hey guys, welcome to Velocity program. Okay. So this program all about whatever Lamnam has mentioned and Bhavesh has mentioned. This is specifically drafted in collaboration with our practice SME, about the technology SME and the various different partners. Okay. And this program in all means, I can say that means is drafted in keeping it in mind that means we are going to have a multiple different type of genre of students, okay, from the different branches, from the different streams, okay, and from the different geos. So obviously means when you know that means there are a lot of people who are coming in with the non-computer science backgrounds or the non-skill backgrounds. Obviously, the entire program has been drafted in such a way that means it actually provides you the knowledge from the basics. Okay, so the partners are very well aligned with our thought process, and this program definitely will support and help and mentor you to learn and contribute. One of the major objectives is this program, why actually we put it as a velocity, means the velocity is a very terminology of a physics, which basically give a directional gain in motions. So directional gain in motion means, yes, it is a upward directions from where you are right now to moving into the next level, a skill level. And definitely there's a directions to that. And the direction will will help us in terms of achieving the day one productivity from all of your knowledge. So once you join Wipro, one thing definitely will be confirmed actually from this program with this knowledge and with these experiences. When you join, you will definitely be positioned in the right kind of a project and right kind of a programs. Okay. And so that means your knowledge or your experiences through this program should be leveraged in the new project and the new program where you're going to join from the day one point of view. Okay. So what are the things we cover in the program? We cover mainly the three communities. One is a full stack community, and the full stack community mainly from the Java full stack, .NET full stack, from the SDET, which is like an automations point of view, and the MERN and MEAN, which is mainly the Angular stack and the React stack. And these are basically DX. So all these five are very, very critical and very, very important as on today. When a lot of people are having a kind of an idea that Java is the only way to go, I would try to say that means that .NET is also similarly important, because lots of applications and lot of programs are getting completely migrated in the Azure areas. And this is very, very critical right now, because both the cases we have seen API application development, microservices introductions, microservices based architecture adoption, everything is happening very, very rigorously. At the same time, when you talk about the mean and MERN, they are very critical, because the technology wise, these two are also very important to really making the right level of usability structure for the users or the end users. that basically provides a right kind of a understanding of the when the users as a users when you connect to the certain websites or certain companies or certain organizations, certain areas or certain applications. The first thing first is what is the user's experience, and building the right set of user experiences. The backend needs a lot of workings to be done, and that is where the mean and MERN full stack community are playing the right and very critical role. AZ is a fully automation program. I would like to actually tell you that don't even consider this one and just means sometimes people are getting into a lot of legacy kind of a mindset that is a testing environment. Please don't consider this one as a testing environment. This is full of automation. This is where the extreme amount of CI/CD, DevOps, and all those applications will come into the picture. So this is not about the testing. It is a making the entire things automation. So testing is one part of that, and which is also getting automated eventually. So you are learning. All those areas are very hard, and all these 5 streams in this area in this community eventually is getting mapped to a lot of cloud applications. So when I talk about the next community cloud, let me be very frank, all of you, that cloud, GCP, AWS, or Azure. This is basically this training is all about of application development in cloud. So eventually, all of you people who are basically opting for the cloud or feeling that means I wanted to be a cloud engineer, believe me, all of you are actually going to be a significant amount of courses covering in the Java, .NET in these other areas. Because our 50 to 60% of the course are actually going to cover the Java and .NET because it's application development in cloud. It is not a cloud infrastructure only. Okay, so there are a lot of other things cloud specific also will be covered into that. But having said that means please ensure that means these are the application development. So the basic knowledge language is very important. So from that angle, I would say that who are in the full stack community, they also are having enough opportunity coming up in terms of working in the cloud environment. So that's why I say that means do not get into any kind of that kind of a mode that means I will only do the coding. I will not get the opportunity in future tomorrow to get into somewhere else. This is a class leveraging program at this moment. World is changing a lot. So now understanding the basics are very important at this moment of time. Okay. Now the third community I talked about is Salesforce, which is a very, very important at this moment because it's a package program which talks about the programming, which talks about the analytics, which talks about the data management, all those things together. It's a very package program. It's an application. It's a product actually. The product training will be given. Okay. Now when we talk about all this community, there are 5 key partners we have identified who are going to support us in this journey. And each one of you will be mapped to either of the partners. So one of the partners is basically the StackRoot, Great Learning, and Simply Learn. These 3 partners mainly will be driving the full stack community. StackRoot, Great Learning, and Simply Learn. RPS Consulting is specifically brought in to supporting the cloud community. Cloud also will be supported by StackRoot and the Great Learning. Salesforce is only being supported at this moment by Manipal Group, and Manipal has a specific criteria or a curriculum for the Salesforce. This is all the program overview at this moment of time. Okay, once this orientation is done, till tomorrow, I believe our survey link is still open, and we are expecting all of you to actively participate in the survey and provide all of your information, whatever has been asked for. Based on that, the entire mapping will be done. You have been given the 3 different options and preferences that to choose means from the technology preferences from you. Having said that means either of these 3 will be offered to you and the mapping of the partner to be done. Again, I'm reiterating either of these 3 will be offered to you against and a specific partner map to you, and then we'll take it forward from there. Okay. That's overall the program overview. And then Naveen, you want to move it to the next slide? Okay, that's an important timeline, and there are certain timeline what we have drafted and what we felt that means this is something just to follow. But nevertheless means there are lots of in the journey, some kind of a survey, some kind of an initiative, some kind of a connect is happening with you, some kind of a connect to the partner is happening. Lot of changes requests we can see means from the lot of different stakeholders are coming. Based on that, sometimes this timeline can move actually for few days, but nevertheless means we are very, what I say that means we are very optimistic in terms of meeting that one. Now 7th is where basically we are already having these orientations. So we are on 8th today. It probably did not happen on 7th, but 8th we are having the orientation with you. After the orientation, this, as I mentioned, the survey link is open till tomorrow. Please complete the survey link. This is very, very critical for us to understand how many people are opting for the internship, how many people only wants to go for the training. Okay. So tomorrow is 9th from with the survey timing. So please keep this right. This date is not mentioned over here, but I want you to note it down with yourself. 8th March, today is the orientation. 9th March is the end of the survey for you, which is open at this moment of time. After then, the entire mapping will be done. From the 4th March onward, the internship, your internship offer letters and everything based on your survey will be shared with you over the weekend. Okay. And the 4th March onward, the internship and the batches, the training batches will be commenced. Okay. So training batches will be commenced because 4th March onward, the training will be started in the staggered manner. All of you may not be able to see means any mail or communication from our partner from the same day, but never worried about that. From the 4th March starting, a week next, all the training will be commenced. All the training will be in progress and ineffective. So 4th March is the beginning of the date. It is not the all training will be starting by that day. I want to make it very clear. Now, let me talk about a little bit of an internship and the training. The internship, when you are accepting, this internship is mainly that you are doing your internship project with Wipro. I want to make it very clear, there is no separate project you have to do other than this Velocity program. The Velocity program itself actually is having all the assessments and the program embedded into that. So the program or the project embedded to that. The project, what you are doing in the Velocity program, that itself can be considered as an internship project for you, because that program is drafted in such a way that it will be complete learning in with experiences. So the experiences is a submission of your capstone project, which is scheduled at the end of the program. And that is where basically you are closing your internship. Internship certifications will be provided by Wipro. And the certification of the completion, successful completion of the training will be provided also by Wipro after you join the organizations. So let me be very clear once again, your internship certification will be provided by Wipro once you complete the internship. And the certification of the program, of the Velocity program, the training certifications will be also offered by Wipro after you join, after only you join Wipro. So these are the few things I wanted to convey. Timeline wise means we are target to start onboarding the people from the June 22 onwards, because what the people are in the internship, we are expecting these people to be contribute more number of hours in the program. So internship means we are expecting you people will contribute more number of hours to the Velocity program or Velocity training program. Okay, so it means 5 to 6 hours. That is where we are drafting the training program for you per day. And since you are dedicated with through the internship in the program, obviously means you can close or you can finish your program much early, and we can expect earliest joining in the month of June. But having said that, means we'll provide the students enough options to clear the assessments and clear the to complete the projects with the partners. So that means June onwards, June, July, and August timeframe means the entire timeline that onboarding will continue. Based on how fast actually you are finishing this, how much effort you are introducing into the program, how much actually you are taking with seriousness and your focus, you are going to finish this one and you can join us very fast. Naveen, let's move on. Okay, a few features I believe means when you say the new approach, you are completing the new batch, so it is the approach for you. For you, it may not be new or old, it's the approach. Wipro is going to pay the fees. There is nothing you need to pay. That's the first thing. First, I want to convey you. Second, I talked about the internship and training already. This is the internship along with the training. So there is nothing additionally you have to do in the internship. You be part of the Velocity program, go through the entire training program, submit your capstone project and come out. That itself actually your internship closures. Okay. Third feature is the certification that also I mentioned. The certifications after the successful completion of this training will be offered by Wipro once you join Wipro. Okay, but your training you can continue and you can successfully complete that. Okay, by when you are still in the university or in the study. Okay, yeah, move to the next one, Naveen. This is our help desk email ID. I believe you have already got it from your communication. And if you have any questions or any queries, you can write to that. And our team definitely would be able to answer all those questions to you. Okay, let's move to the next one. Okay, Lavanam, you want to put any FAQs or you want to go to the questions? Means I'm just, yeah. So FAQs probably we can just go through. Okay, Lavanam, you want to talk about this? Or
Sure,
we
sure.
can, yeah.
Yeah, Rana. So it is self-explanatory, but there are the basic questions for this batch. When are you going to start our training? So prior to that, you need to know you all have to respond to the survey. Most of you have responded. Any of you are still yet to respond. The time deadlines that we have given is till tomorrow. Right? So you have to confirm your interest and availability by tomorrow so that we can enroll you with the training so that after so your training would definitely start by third week of March and post your nomination and your confirmation for this velocity program we would allocate you to the respective streams that we have also given a choice prefer 1 preference 2 and preference 3 and we will try our best to allocate you to the your first and second and third preference and but would like to tell you sometimes when we are not able to make any batch you should be flexible to learn with the technology that we assign you. So that is important that you all need to make a note of it. We will try our best. Deliberately, we will not allocate you to the batches, and training streams that you are not comfortable with. We will try our best, but when the things are not in right place where the specific skills that you preferred, if it's not having a batch, we will push you to the next, most relevant batch based on your interest. And what will be the process of intimation on the training plan? Yeah, so right now we are taking your solicitations. As soon you confirm your solicitations, we will map you with the skill and the training partner. Our training partners would conduct orientation session and they will explain how the training structure going to be, timings, and your logins and learning process and everything. And we also done a survey that you need to you can also express your interest that you want to be with us through an intern or you want to learn this entire course through without internship. Why we have enabled this internship? So that you can spend at least 4 to 5 hours with us and your structure would be more your learning structure would be more efficient and where we can have regular connects. However, our intent is to complete your training fast and make you ensure that you clear the certification quickly and join the organization. And those who are not coming through the internship, we will have a separate approach for them so that they learn these things. However, internship is not mandatory for each one of you. It's an enablement that we're giving so that for your better learning. And sometimes this particular internship, you can use it for your final semester project also if that meets your college requirement. And is it mandatory to accept elite offer before enrolling? Yes, it is mandatory that you need to accept elite offer. Um, because that is the token of confirmation that you are giving to us that I'm interested to join Wipro. Then because there is a lot of investment that is going in from the organization to the vendor, our training partners. You know that if you go to any of the certifications, it would definitely cost you at least 50 to 80,000 rupees, depends on the course. but which Wipro is taking that, bonding this fees and ensuring that, you all are given this particular thing, as a sponsorship. So you have to be sensitive, and the commitment that you're giving, uh, you know, you need to accept the elite offer so that we at least have a confirmation that you wanted to join this organization. Next slide. So how much do I need to pay? So it is fully sponsored by Wipro. You don't need to pay. In case if you get any mails or any calls that you have to pay, please do not pay. Tell your friends also not to pay. And if you're getting any mails, you can forward that to our help desk, velocity.help desk. We will try to do something and we will initiate action against them, but it is completely sponsored by Wipro. Is it mandatory to go through the velocity upgrade program? Yeah, it is an opportunity for each one of you. I can call it, somebody is giving me an opportunity that, go and learn for next 3 months, 4 months, get your certification done, sponsored by the organization, and you straight away position yourself at 6.5 and B1 band. It's an opportunity. But somebody sees that there is no opportunity in this and value addition in this, and definitely you can join elite program. It's all about, that's where this particular orientation session to tell you and educate you how much it can help you position it at next level. But it's purely your call. And the third question, I already have a certification on the skill. Yeah, so we've been getting such requests, and our certificate, it's not just about certification, it's about engaging you and bringing you up to the speed that where you can get deployed to the project. We really don't know, what, how much, that how intense was the training and how you were engaged and handheld throughout the program. So if you already have a certification, it's a value addition for you to do the certification much quicker, more efficiently, and you can actually learn better. So it is mandatory that you have to do the certification only through us, even though you have a certification outside. And can I start velocity training program once I join Wipro? No. So this is pre-joining. So it's the right time. We're starting in the month of March. In next 3 months down the line, you should be able to complete your training and you can join us. Once you join the program, you will not be, we don't have such enablement as of now. So next slide. You have any more before we open this? So now we would request you all to start putting your questions in the chat window and we will try to address. Apart from the questions, these particular FAQs, we will even share it with you after this call.
Lavnam, we can do for the next set. Means I think there are a few questions which is also valid in the next set. We can just go through this one and then we'll go to the Q&A sessions quickly.
Okay.
Yeah, Naveen, can you just put the next set of FAQs? Yeah, I will walk through them. That case. Yeah, thanks. Yeah. So I think there are a few things, a few more questions. So for Lavnam had talked about the velocity program, all about the programs. Now in the program, there are certain questions which is very relevant for this, which is associated to the ongoing basis, and you should know about. Here are some FAQs for that. What is certification clearance criteria? Okay, so in the velocity means I think every technology track, if you see, there will be multiple modules, and every module will have an assessment associated to that. Okay, assessment in the form of means in a quiz or uh, uh, multiple choice questions, and also the coding submissions. Okay, in addition to that, every student will have to work on a capstone project and they have to submit at the end of the entire program. Okay, this overall outcome will be based on the overall performance, will be based on the overall assessment performance and the capstone project submitted. So there is nothing like individual any specific internal milestone which you have to basically attain certain percentage or anything, but the overall performance basically matters. So for this next one, I just wanted to call it out that what is the overall mode of assessment clearance? That is very important because a lot of questions may come from you. So assessment will be in the form of the MCQ and quizzes, and which will be run against the modules. Every module, whenever it is basically getting closed, the partner will initiate these MCQ based questions of the quizzes and some code testing. Okay, and if with the every module completions, every assessment will have an additional one more attempts to be closed. So if you are not performing well, or if you are not able to, attain these particular assessments or submit the code testing, you will definitely be offered one more attempt in terms of closing this one. In terms of the capstone project submissions, you will be getting the additional review and the scope to work on any improvement required on that. Every partner will provide you the dedicated faculty and the mentor to support you to basically work and perform it. They will give the additional attempts to all of you to provide and resubmit it again. Our purpose is to learning here. Our purpose is not to make it like an examination kind of a center, but nevertheless, we also expect that all of you should learn. So your time and effort, dedication and contribution is very important to make sure this is absolute successful. Okay, so one more important thing just to highlight over here, the overall performance also has a dependency on attending these courses and the timely submission of the assignments. Once again, I'm reporting that overall performance also carry the weightage from the attendance from on the courses and the timely submission of the assessments. So we want you to take it serious, because this is all the professional and very renowned faculties or very renowned training groups who are associated in this program. If 100% you should take the benefit out of it for yourself. That's our absolute advice. Now, what will happen if I do not clear the certification program? Okay. The first thing first is, in the program is drafted in such a way the program gives so much opportunities and options to you. I think 100% of you will qualify. There should not be anybody in the position that you did not qualify for that. In case if you interrupt this program due to whatsoever reason, or if you do not want to move forward, or in case if it is not qualified, your elite offer is still valid with you. So offer is already from Wipro, and you can still join Wipro with your elite offer. Okay, if the certification is not done, it means you will not be offered to the next upgrade to the turbo, but your elite offer is still valid. You can join Wipro. Okay, Naveen, move forward. How many hours do I need to spend in a day or week? It all depends on, which batch you are basically picking up. If you are talking about a non-internship batch, which the people are already doing the internship in some other areas, okay, they might need to spend some more time additional. So for them, our batch timing is around 3 hours. In case people are signing up the internship, which is through this Velocity program, we are expecting these set of students will contribute more time. So we are actually we have designed that for the internship people 5 hours per day, the batch sizes. The only thing is that in case if you are attending the training in a 5 hours batch, it means you are completing probably the training much faster in compared to the other who are the non-internship and the 3 hours batch. But at the end of the day, whenever you are completing successfully or joining Wipro, your turbo offer is confirmed and your certification is confirmed. So all those things are really taken care. How flexible is the Velocity program from the training schedule? So we understood that you have a little bit of, you have to make a balance between this academic schedule and the Velocity program. So we are ensuring that, means as I mentioned in the earlier questions, that how the batch is distributed. We are planning, most of the batches are running in the second half. By considering the first half, you might have a more work actually in the college specific. So obviously that flexibility is there. In terms of supporting, if you are missing something classes due to your exams or due to some other areas, every faculty-led sessions will be recorded and it will be available for you for your future references. In addition, every partner is giving you the dedicated faculty and the mentor and the doubt clearing sessions also will happen. So you can reach out to them and they are most happy to help you in case if you have any doubt or any kind of a gap, you have to fill it up. Okay. Some people are having a questions. You are not from the non-CS backgrounds. You are not having any kind of a experiences before. That's what I mentioned to you guys earlier also. This program is drafted in such a way that it starts from the basics and it take you actually to the next level. So don't worry about that. Everything will be taken care through this program. Move to the next one. Are there any other test than is there any other test other than velocity certifications for the turbo offer? No and no. Once you complete your successful completion of this this certification program, that's all for your turbo offer. When shall I get the certificate? After completing the velocity program, after your successful completions, and after you join Wipro as associate, you will be awarded with the certifications. Okay. When the onboarding will be done, and that also we have answered, it will be starting from the Q2 onwards. Technically speaking, if you talk about the month, March onwards, this onboarding will start. Hey, sorry, from it's my bad. June onwards, the onboarding will start. Yeah, let's move on. What is the service agreement? The service agreement of 1 year holds good for the turbo as well, the turbo upgrade as well, and we'll start from the date of joining. Post joining Wipro, will I be assigned to the project matches to the training and certification? Absolutely. That's exactly why we are running this program, to make you guys capable enough and productive enough from the day one. Please focus in this program, so that means it will help you. Can I change for a request for the skills and training partner? We usually do not prefer to take any consideration. That is why we have initiated the survey. And that is why we mentioned that your preference is going to be respected. All the 3 preferences you are giving, one of them will be offered to you and the partner will be mapped. Ideally, we do not expect any such changes unless and until there is certain very specific reasons, but they are absolutely, so we try to avoid. Is it mandatory to complete the pre-joining program to the register to the velocity? The pre-joining program is drafted just to provide you a good amount of basic knowledge about certain skills and technologies. Okay, and it is not a mandatory for the velocity program. Whoever are going to be part of the velocity program, nobody is going to be look for any PJB completions. But the PJB purpose is very simple, just to provide you a good basics. It will help you when you are joining the velocity program. So that is the reason we suggest you to complete the PJP. But in case if that is clashing, you can definitely focus on the velocity itself. Move. Next. That's all from the FAQs point of view. I believe lot of questions what you have asked has been answered through these FAQs. These FAQs will be shared with you guys for your references. So any questions you can there, and let's look into the questionnaire session. So anybody like Najib or Naveen, anybody can see and let us know means any specific questions, and you can observe that we can answer here.
Sure, Rana, I will read the questions for you. And the first question is, do we receive different registration link for velocity registration or just the survey email?
Lavanam, do you want to answer it? I believe there is no additional link.
The survey and registration link, both are merged. Once you access it, you will be asked questions. One, are you interested to enroll to a velocity program? And second, you would like to pursue this particular velocity program through with internship or without internship. These are the 3 straight questions. So your confirmation in that survey, which is a personalized survey, will be considered as your registration, post which we will start the allocation and your skill mapping. And we also have one more question, that what is your preference 1 and preference 2 and preference 3 skills.
Lauram, next question is, can I discontinue Wipro's internship now since I'm selected for velocity internship?
You don't need to discontinue since you are already a part of internship. Continue till you get aligned to this program, and discontinuing is very easy at any point of time. So, but you confirm your interest to do the velocity with uh, with internship or without internship. As soon you get onboarded to velocity training program, we will discontinue your existing internship and we will put you through the new preference that you have given.
Labram, I believe means one more way actually to look into that is to answer this one. In case if anybody is already in the internship program, whether it is in Wipro or in outside Wipro, they still can adopt that velocity as a training. In that case, they can map to the regular velocity training batch. They can still continue in the existing training, existing internship. So that way also you can see. So you don't, in that case, you don't need to discontinue your current internship program, but you can still be actually aligned to the velocity.
Maybe your skill that you have been assigned during the elite internship will change to velocity internship, so that your duration, you will have better duration. No, so you already started your internship 3 weeks back. Why to lose that money and lose that time?
Next question we have is when do we receive internship offer letter?
So I think first you have to confirm to this. By 9th we are completing the registration and survey. Post which we would start your internship probably by third week of uh, you know third week of March. So I know that most of you people, it is not very useful for you to complete your 8th semester, but it will be useful for you to complete your velocity program in a structured way. That's where we're calling it as. Most of you, we've been seeing that people have enrolled to the internship mostly in Jan, Feb already. So if it's not for academic need, at least for completion of your 8th semester, this will be a great opportunity. We will issue the internship offer letters by this month end.
And this is one of the common questions most of the students have asked this. I have filled wrong skill preference in velocity registration link. I want to change that now. How can we do it? Do we get survey once again?
Najib,
I
do we
think
have a provision there?
we already have a mention this one that we usually do not prefer, and from our learnings, this is the time we have initiated the survey and given you the preferences. The changes are definitely not a preferred options. In case if you have any specifics, actually means you can send a mail to us. We'll have a look into that and we can help you guys. But as I mentioned, the survey, please take it very serious. We absolutely not prefer to make any changes while the survey is at best.
We have a next question. I have not accepted Wipro's offer initially and then it is expired now. Can you re-trigger my offer letter, please?
I think we just, we just sent you one survey, in which the deadline was on 7th, yesterday, to confirm your interest to join. If you missed that survey also, please write a mail to manager.campus saying that I'm interested to join Wipro, enable my Wipro offer so that I will accept, and also I got qualified for. Well, as soon as you accept that, you will definitely get into the velocity funnel. So first, please respond to manager.campus.
We have a next question. I have updated as not interested in the survey, but after this orientation session, I really want to go with this internship. How can I do that?
Also, hope my question is, hope you are also interested in joining Wipro. So if you want to go with internship, please write a mail to velocity.helpdesk saying that initially I have said no for internship, uh, but I want to go with internship. So we will accommodate there.
And the next question is, can 3 months duration of internship can be extended to 4 months or more just to complete our 8 SIM project requirements?
It is possible. As of now, we are giving 3 months, but based on the need and request, we will extend it to 1 more. So this internship also has course and work, training, and capstone project too.
And the next question we have already answered, but this is being asked by most of the students. Is there any termination after completion of velocity training if we didn't complete the certification?
Naveen, can you please read it again? Rana, kindly take it, this question.
Is there any termination after completion of velocity training if we fail to complete the certification?
Let me take that question. There's no
Sorry, I was
termination
in
from the
mute, so
job.
I can do that.
Yeah, okay, Rana,
Yeah.
please go ahead.
So it is already told that in case if you are not able to continue with the velocity program, or by any reasons you probably are defaulted with this program, your elite offer is still valid with you. You can still join Wipro because all of the people have already been offered by them, but by us. So there is nothing to stop you. Only this program completion, successful completion of the program will give you a turbo upgrade offer. Go ahead, Naveen.
Yeah, and the next question is, I have not received any email related to internship or velocity, but I really interested in this. Is there any phase 3 or list 3 of velocity?
I don't think it has already been, it's still been decided, but please watch out for our communications. If any further list is there and if there is any communication, definitely means you can just see that.
I think we answered most of the questions. The rest are all repeated questions. I just quickly look into new questions if we have any.
I think we will be circulating the FAQs, and students have option to join even post lunch session. Also, we have another session. It's not mandatory for you to join the evening session. It's only those who are unable to join here can join. Otherwise, you can also join in case if you have still some questions which are unaddressed. So we can wind up, Naveen.
Sure, Lam. Thanks to all the students, hoping you are ready to add velocity to your career. Thanks to Wipro leaders and my team for joining the call. Thank you all again and bye for now. Wish to see you soon at Wipro. Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye everyone. Have a nice day. All the best.